2024 BMW i5 First Look Review, Taking No Prisoners. We already had a good feeling after spending some time with the electric 5 Series prototype recently, and the reveal of the new BMW 5 Series and i5 Twins has only served to convince us that BMW has stepped straight onto the top of the podium in this segment. Not only does the 2024 BMW i5 cover all the bases, with a 335 horsepower entry-level trim and a near 600 HP top model that can sprint to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, but it looks suave and costs less than a Tesla Model S and Lucid Air. Laden with tech both under the hood and inside the cabin, the new BMW i5 electric sedan is something to behold. 2024 BMW i5 models. See trim levels and configurations. Trim engine transmission drivetrain price, MSRP. edrive40 electric single-speed automatic rear-wheel drive $66,800. M60 xDrive electric single-speed automatic all-wheel drive $84,100. When is the 2024 BMW i5 coming out? Production of the 2024 i5 starts this summer at the same Bavarian plant responsible for putting the i7, 7 Series, 8 Series, and 9 together. The release date for the BMW i5 is set for October 2023. 2024 BMW i5 price and competition. Our initial estimates of a mid-$70K MSRP weren't too far off, although the i5 edrive40 comes in well below $70,000. The price of the 2024 BMW i5 starts at $66,800 for the edrive40, while the M60 xDrive version will cost you $84,100 before options. These prices exclude the $995 destination and handling fee. Competition for the i5 comes in the form of the Mercedes-Benz EQE, which costs just below $75,000 to start with, and it makes less power across the range. Both the Tesla Model S and Lucid Air are worthy rivals to consider, but at a much higher price, with the base models costing more than even the M60 xDrive's price tag. The Tesla Model S is significantly more powerful, however, as is the base Lucid Air Pure. New BMW i5 exterior and colors. The 8th generation 5 Series and its electric sibling are built on a convergent platform that caters to gas, electric, and plug-in hybrid models, and while there are differences between the models, these are subtle. We're thankful the nose shows off a less in-your-face grille than the newest 7 Series, and the overall look is a more sophisticated, less obnoxious one that we think suits the electric sedan. The LED headlights have a 4-lamp design with vertical LED elements towards the outer edge that serve as DRLs and turn signals. The grille looks different on the i5 than on the regular 5 Series, and can be illuminated optionally. The top-end i5 M60 xDrive is even more distinctive, thanks to a unique grille that looks glass-like and features horizontal slats and an M logo. The front apron has black surfaces and large air intakes, and the Halo model features high-gloss black side skirts and mirror caps, and 19-inch M-Lite alloy wheels. There's also a rear apron with a bold diffuser insert. Across the i5 range, there are recessed door handles like on the BMW M2, and the charging port is situated where a traditional gas tank would be. We like the graphic display of the number 5 in the rear side window surround, too, and a moonroof that can tilt and slide is standard. Wheels on the base model are 19-inch items, but 20 and 21-inch alloys will be available, with the latter being a first for the 5 Series. We're looking forward to some new designs here, too. Regarding exterior colors for the BMW i5, the automaker says the palette includes 1 solid finish, 9 metallics, and 3 BMW individual paints, which include 2 frozen options. BMW i5 dimensions. Dimensions for the BMW i5 show that it's a little longer than the 7th Gen 5 Series. Length comes in at 199.2 inches, width at 74.8 inches, and height at 59.6 inches. The M60 is 0.3 inches closer to the ground, however, and the corresponding ground clearance is 5.7 inches and 5.4 inches for the base model and M60, respectively. The wheelbase is 117.9 inches across the 5 Series lineup. As far as curb weight goes, the i5 edrive40 weighs in at 4,916 pounds while the top-spec M60 xDrive is 5,247 pounds. BMW i5 powertrain and performance. There are 2 versions of the 2024 BMW i5 that will be launched in the USA, with the i5 M60 xDrive as the Halo model in the 5 Series lineup. Both models are fitted with the enhanced 5th-gen BMW eDrive technology. The base model has an electric motor situated on the rear axle, which produces 335 horsepower and 295 lb-ft. Torque can be up to 317 lb-ft temporarily when using Sport Boost or launch control. These specs are enough for a 0 to 60 miles per hour run in 5.7 seconds, with the i5 edrive40's top speed electronically limited to 120 miles per hour. Outputs for the new BMW i5 sedan in entry-level guise may not sound overly impressive, but it's much higher than what the 530i puts out, and it's ample in our experience with the near-production prototype. Acceleration is instant and should be more than entertaining for most. With a low center of gravity, the prototype displayed improved handling over the regular 5 Series. M60 xDrive models have a motor for each axle and a total of 590 HP. The torque figure here is 549 lb-ft, or 605 lb-ft with M Sport Boost or M Launch Control activated. The boost feature becomes available on models with the M Sport package equipped. It's activated when you pull back on the steering-mounted paddle near the left steering spoke for 0.8 seconds, unleashing a temporary surge of power. There's a reason the M60 xDrive is the top model in the 5 Series range, because it drops the benchmark sprint to 3.7 seconds and will speed onwards to 143 miles per hour with performance tires, 130 miles per hour with all-season rubber. There are also a few drive modes to choose from, with personal mode soaking up bumps and maximizing comfort, while sport mode adds weight to the steering and tightens the suspension. The rear-wheel steering felt surprisingly natural in the i5 prototype, so the production car should be equally pleasant. The M60 gets standard adaptive M suspension professional with electronically controlled dampers, integral active steering for the rear wheels, and a lowered ride height by 0.3 inches. The regular i5 models get new stroke-dependent control dampers on both axles. This hydraulic damping calms the body when compensating for vibrations on corrugated road surfaces and in cornering, which in turn improves the sporty handling. Bouncing, jarring, and rocking are thus also decreased. It's worth noting the drive with the improved highway assistant, which debuted on the 7 Series. We found it to be even better in our test of the i5 prototype. Activation of the cruise control is done by pressing a button on the steering wheel, and you don't need a separate button to activate Level 2 Plus hands-free driving. Simply signal which lane you want to move to, or look in the direction of the lane you want to merge with, and the i5 does it for you. It also doesn't deactivate if you take control of the wheel, as in some rivals. The seamless nature of this feature makes this one of the most user-friendly systems in the segment that we're looking forward to seeing on the production model. Range, charging, and battery life. Range and efficiency is all important in EVs, and BMW's targeted range of 295 miles has been achieved in the base model with 19-inch wheels. The M60 can manage 256 miles, according to preliminary tests. This is thanks to the high-voltage battery with a capacity of 84.3 kWh. When it comes to charging, the i5 can go from 10% to 80% in a little more than half an hour. A new max range mode is also available to increase range by 25%. Once activated, power gets dialed back and top speed is capped at 56 miles per hour. It also pairs back on the climate control so you can go further on a full charge. First-time owners will also get 2 years of free 30-minute charging at Electrify America DC fast charging stations. BMW i5 interior and cargo. The whole cabin of the i5 seems designed to epitomize the digital nature of EVs in the segment. BMW's curved display sets the tone, and uses a 12.3-inch information display behind a newfangled steering wheel, shared with the i7, and a 14.9-inch control display that merge together under a single high-resolution screen. It runs iDrive 8.5 software, which comes with useful features like navigation, route mapping with charging locations, augmented reality in the instrument cluster, and traffic light recognition. The i5 also gets the BMW interaction bar with ambient lighting as standard, which sits in the instrument panel and stretches into the door panels. The unit has a crystalline surface and emphasizes the width and spaciousness of the cockpit, is beautifully backlit, and has touch-sensitive control panels for ventilation, air conditioning, and activating hazard lights. The lighting design can be customized, too. A new feature on the i5 is in-car gaming when the car is stationary. Working with Air Console, BMW has created a system where the driver and passengers can play games while the car is charging or parked. Occupants use their smartphone as a controller, which connects to the setup by scanning a QR code. A Harman Kardon premium sound system is standard. The seats in the BMW i5 are a highlight and have been redesigned for the ultimate in comfort and adjustability. These perches are multi-contour units, and the rear passengers get seats that have been designed for maximum shoulder room. Sitting inside the sedan will be a delightful affair with enough space for everyone. BMW won't be skimping on materials either, and a fully leather-free interior is available. Perforated faux leather verganza can cover the seats, dashboard, door panels, and the steering wheel, although extended merino leather will still be available. Interior colors haven't been specified for the BMW i5, but we know several bicolor options will be available. We have to mention the panoramic sky lounge roof, which BMW says can be ordered on any model in the 5 Series range. It's 33 inches long and 32 inches wide, creating a viewing area that's almost 90% larger than a regular moon roof. Together with all the eco-friendly options like leather-free upholstery and an electric powertrain, this truly creates an environmentally focused feeling around the i5. An interior sunblind can shade the interior from blistering temperatures, too. As for cargo space, the i5 will be a bit longer than the outgoing 5 Series, so there's a bit more cargo space than anticipated. Still, the BMW i5 has less space than the regular 5 Series sedan, with 17.3 cubes of trunk volume in total.